This is a packed room. Thanks for being here. We're just so excited to host our 13th straight regional, and it's it never gets old. We never take it for granted, and especially this year we have a great field and 3 conference champions in Minnesota, Louisiana Tech, and Albany, and I think it's the first. Pretty sure it's the first trip from Minnesota and Louisiana Tech, and I know Albany came to a tournament several years ago, and she just told me that she froze her butt off at that one. So I said, well, we fixed the weather for you. So I just appreciate all the coverage that you guys have given us so far, and we're looking forward to a great weekend.
Thanks, Coach. Go ahead and take questions for either Coach Murphy or either the student athlete.
Feel good about being the host this time?
Sorry?
Feel good about being the host?
Yeah.
Why do you feel good about that?
Oh, I think this team put in the work and deserved the opportunity to host again. I mean, it was a hell of a conference schedule and just a gauntlet every weekend. And I thought, the lowest RPI that we lost to was Missouri, I believe, at 32. So we beat everybody that we should have beat. Didn't have one bad loss on the season, and it was definitely one of the toughest schedules that we played at any time in my career here. And I think it'll bear out this weekend.
Top 15 teams, ranked teams in one regional, including #1 team that's not the host team.
I know, it's unreal, really. I mean, I think we've been #1 as the host, but I don't think we've never had the #1 team in the country at the regional as the 2 seed. So I think that just adds a lot more spice to it, and it's just going to be a hell of a tournament. I know they're all champions. We're the kind of the underdog, and I'd rather be that way, to tell you the truth.
Say that, obviously Minnesota's kind of got that chip on their shoulder because of what happened with the committee, and the other 2 teams feel like they're underdogs as well, being the lower ranked teams. I mean, this tournament, a region of underdogs, it seems like.
Yeah, you could say that, and I think you'll see some of the most competitive softball you've seen all season, and I think definitely with us, we're ready to go, and it's an exciting time. I said this on Selection Sunday to you guys that Christmas Day, St. Patrick's Day, and then Selection Sunday is my 3rd favorite, and I can remember I told the team this that night way back in 1999. Jeremiah Castillo came and talked to the team, and before he said a word, he looks at me and he goes, "Is there a championship for this sport? I mean, is there, And he didn't know. It was new. And I said, "Yeah, there's a World Series," and and he goes, "Really? Well, I don't need to say a word. There's a championship to be played for," and I think it really hit me, and that was January of 1999, and ever since then, that's been the goal. There's a championship to be won. That's what we're playing for.
Marisa, Alexis, how do you guys take the underdog sort of mentality? I mean, it's a weird to be an underdog in your home stadium as the 16 overall seed. How do you take that mentality in the locker room and on the field?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're just excited to be one of the 64 teams practicing, today, and we're blessed to be out here, and we know that it could go any way, and we know it's going to be tough, but we had a good week of practice this week, and we're ready to go for sure.
I think that our main focus this whole week was just to take it one pitch at a time and one game at a time, and we can't look forward to the future, and we just have to take it one pitch at a time.
You guys probably more, I don't know internally, but probably more for this regional than any other time that I remember, or any other this year that talks about Minnesota and not your first game, Florida to get through this and not your first game. What do you know about Albany, and how do you make sure that the right Alabama team shows up in this ball?
I just want to say I'm really proud of our team.
I mean, they deserve to be here. They're a champion, like Murph said, and so we have to take it one pitch at a time. We can't look forward to the second game because any team can win on any given day. So we have to get those key hits. We have to have good starting pitching and good starting defense. And those will be the 3 keys to win the game.
I think just kind of what Marisa said. I think they deserve to be here, and I think we respect every single team that's in this regional along with us, and we're just going to have to play the game just like any other game, and we're just going to have good starting pitching, hitting, and having the defense too.
After when you make decisions for that game, thinking about a regional where you may very well have to play twice in one day or twice in 2 days, who to pitch on Friday, all that kind of thing, what goes into your thought process?
It's matchup still, you know, and I know I watched Chris, I think it was about midway through the season, there was an interview with her version of Crimson Tide Productions on their website, and it was with their radio guy, or I assume, and she was saying that, you know, we need to do something different and do it fast because it wasn't a good start to the season, and then they came on strong, and, you know, they won their conference tournament, and I think they're in regionals, it's at least 6 times, I believe. But, you know, they got a kid hitting .439 up and down the lineup. They've got 3 pitchers that they've used almost equally. So that's going to be a challenge for us if they change pitchers. Good thing is they're all righties. But just whoever matches up best with them is who we're going to go with. She is still eligible to play. Nothing happened during the week, thank God. The first day we took team practice or team defense, I said, "Are you going to wear a mask?" You know, no. I mean, just immediately. I don't need it. And she said, if it happens, it happens. Gets hit again. And so she had a partner every day with our daily drills, did fine with those, sprinted out to second base, took ground balls every day. Nothing came near her face, thank goodness. I just think she's one tough kid. And then, you know, she took live batting practice. The first round wasn't so good. The second round, she hit the top of the fence, and she's smiling like crazy. And so I don't think she'd start, but she will see action. I think, you know, I'm going to try to get her in there, you know, just to kind of get the butterflies out and see what she does. She's only had 2 days of actual live pitching. I mean, that.
She is cleared to do.
Yes, she is cleared.
Marisa, Alexis, what does it mean to have her cleared and she can hit and she can be out there, check, taking defense?
I was almost in tears when I found out that she was cleared. She came back from the doctor and just said, "We're golden." And, you know, we all kind of surrounded her, and we were so excited just because she's a spark and she brings a fire. And, you know, it was weird without her for a couple days. But then, you know, in the dugout, she just brings the fire that we need. And so it was really fun to have her out at practice and seeing that, the energy and just the smile. And we're glad she's back for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I felt the same way. I was devastated when the injury happened in the first place, but now that she's back, it's just even better because I noticed even when she was out, she never got down on herself. She didn't complain or anything because we all know that she wanted to be out on the field, but she just always helped out Claire that took her spot, and I just think she was a great role player.
You guys remember? Monday, wasn't
Monday?
it? Yeah.
I believe
They went
Monday.
to the doctor Monday morning, and we had early practice at 11:15, and when she came back, Erin came to me and said, "Good news." And then we told the team, and I mean, it was like part 2 of Sunday night, seeing our name on the TV, but everybody was really excited.
So you said you probably wouldn't start her tomorrow, but
I'm hoping to get her in.
you're hoping to get her in tomorrow?
Yes.
What about maybe if she does well tomorrow, could you see starting her later in the tournament?
Sure. I mean, she was just, along with Lexi, she was first team All-South. I mean, that's how much respect she has among, you know, it's the largest region in the country in terms of districts with colleges. And everybody obviously respects the heck out of her. So it'll be awesome to see her back out on the field and not just pinch running.
For the players, you know, how much has this team really has had to grind the last month or so of the season, going through some of the struggles that has maybe prepared you for this moment? You are one of the underdogs in this tournament. Do you think that's setting you on the spot?
Yeah, I 100% believe that the struggles have set us up for success now. We've learned to love the challenge, and even if we fail, we learn from that failure. And we had a great week of practice this week, and I feel like we're very prepared for this weekend. But I think that struggle is going to set us up for a good weekend.
Yeah, I completely agree with Run. I think with us as a team dealing with adversity the entire season has built us up to this point now, because we've learned from our mistakes. We've gone back and practiced them, so I think we're prepared.
What do you see from Bailey in Knoxville? Really so much she's done for power. So was there anything different with her approach, or was it?
I think the biggest thing is she actually swung the bat. You know, she has almost 60 walks, and I think that sometimes is a negative because she's assuming that it's going to be a ball, I think, sometimes, even though she was hitting in the 3 or 4 spot. And the one home run against A&M was 0-2, and it was about a foot outside. But she still hammered it on top of the SEC Now tent way out in center field. And I think that gave her a jolt of confidence because everybody said, Bailey, that was, that wasn't even a good pitch. And she still crushed it. And she's been doing that since September in practice. So I think it's really helped her be a little bit more aggressive without losing her eye. And she still has one of the best eyes on the team, but in order for us to win, she's got to hit the ball.
For Patrick and Marisa, kind of philosophically going on that, is the difference between a really good hitter and a great hitter? Good hitters hit strikes and great hitters can hit
Anything?
anything.
I mean, Jackie McLean had the best eye that I've had here. She's on one of these. There she is. She could hit with 2 strikes. I mean, she basically took until she got 2 strikes, and then she started to swing. Really similar to that. And I've told you this story before. Like, she'll come in and I say, hey, what was wrong with the second pitch? And she goes, Murph, it was an inch off the plate. And when I go back and look at video, it was an inch off the plate. So she's got a really good eye. She walked 56 times in high school her senior year because nobody pitched to her. She let off, and she would get 4 or 5 pitches the very first at bat, and then they'd walk her. And so it's tough being that kid, and she's handled it really well, and I still think she's going to be one of the best hitters we've ever had.
Well, as Murph talks about how you don't like to take weeks off, you just like to keep going. I mean, this has been kind of a layoff for you since the SEC tournament. What have you done in the interim to maybe stay strong, stay there?
Well, I did get asked Monday from the SEC tournament when I got back if I wanted to have another day off. And I told my trainer that I didn't want to have another day off.
Okay.
So I think just this whole week we've been working on locating my pitches better. And I know I've struggled this season with trying to locate my pitches and attacking the strike zone. So I think that was my biggest job this week that I needed to work on.